Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to replace this upper timing cover on this 2015 Volkswagen Jetta TSI. This timing cover is plastic and is prone to cracking. This one isn't cracked though, the seal is just bad. So instead of replacing the seal, I decided to upgrade the whole thing and go with this aluminum cover right here. Got this from CPRA. It includes both seals, this seal right here and the one on the back side as well. And there's the part number for it. So this shouldn't be too bad of a job. A couple of the bolts down there are in a tight spot. That should be challenging, but we'll do it. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is remove this top cover, give us more room. Set that off to the side. The next thing here, this electrical connection. If you grab it here like with your thumb and push in and then pull out, it will release. And back here, it's held on with this black zip tie, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that, and then this wire will be free and off of the cover. Be very careful that you do not cut the wires here. Okay, there we go. So that is off of the cover. Now I'm going to remove this little piece. Here, that's out of the way. Alright, I'm just going to tuck that wire out of the way like that. There we go. Now the next step, I'm going to remove this coolant hose here because this cover will have to come up and out of here. This hose here might be okay. You can move this one, wiggle that out of the way. So I'm going to leave that attached for now, but I am going to go ahead and disconnect this hose right here. A little coolant seeps out of there. That's okay. Now that hose is out of the way. Alright, the next step, I'm going to go ahead and remove this cam sensor. It's held on by 3 T30 Torx screws. So I'm going to go ahead and take those out now. And I know it's a little tight in here, especially this one, but you have to move these hoses out of your way there and get down in there the best you can. And just don't drop anything, that's all. Finally got all the screws removed, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this off here. It should pop off. Seems like it's stuck on there pretty good. I might just leave it on until I take the cover off. Anyway, on to the next step. We're going to go ahead and continue removing all the hardware holding this cover on. These are 10mm. Or you can use T30, whatever you want to do there, but these are 10mm hex. And we're also going to have to pop this dipstick tube off of the cover here, right here, this location. Just be very careful with it. It's also held on by another T30 Torx screw right in here. If you can see that, but it's down under there, right there. So I'm going to go ahead and actually remove that screw there, and that'll give me a little more wiggle room to pop that dipstick tube out of this hold down area right here. You can see on the new cover, this is the area I'm talking about. Alright, I did manage to pop this dipstick tube out of here. All you do is just put your hand here and apply some force like that, and it'll release. And down here, I didn't actually take that screw the whole way out, but it did give me enough wiggle room here to pop that out of there, so I'm going to leave that go. And now I can go ahead and remove these bolts holding the timing cover on. It's 10 millimeter. Let's go around here and loosen them all up. These are the easy ones on top, but when you get to those ones down below, it's going to be a little challenging. But with some patience, you can do it. Alright, that bolt down there, I had to use an open-ended wrench like this. Got on there, loosened that up, and once I got it loose, then I used a long flathead screwdriver like this to get down in here and actually spin it loose. And it works. So that's the technique for that one. Alright, for this other difficult bolt down here, here's my technique for this one. You can see my wrench, I have it in there, and I was able to loosen it like that. If you have a long 10 millimeter open-ended wrench, you can really use that to your benefit to go down through this way, and you have a lot of leverage, but this is all I got, and it worked. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to loosen that one up, and then that's it. They'll all be loose, and I'll go ahead and pop this cover off. Alright, I have all the bolts loose. I'm ready to pop this cover off. Stick my screwdriver in here, gently pry away like this. It's sealed on there pretty good, so it's going to take a little force here. There we go. Alright. Here's the cam sensor. It just popped right out. Set this aside. Okay, there we go. It's a good time to inspect the timing chain. It looks pretty clean, not too bad. Okay, the new cover is ready to go in. I already transferred the oil cap from the old cover over here, and that is ready to go. And this cam sensor is ready to go in too. So make sure that this mating surface all around here is clean and there isn't any debris on it, especially down below there. So double check all that and be careful, don't get anything in here, don't drop anything in there. If you do, remove it carefully. So yeah, we're ready to put this back in. Okay, I got the cover in position. These bolts get torqued to 6.6 foot-pounds, or about 9 Newton meters. What you want to do is start on the right here. This would be number 1, 2 in the back here, 3, 4, and then 5 down here. So, this is just simple, guys. Just, tighten everything up, put your sensor back on, plug it back in. So I'm going to go ahead and do all that now, and then that'll wrap it up. Don't forget this connection. Alright, the dipstick tube needs pushed into the cover here. All you do is simply just apply pressure and it'll pop in. Just like that. As soon as you hear that snap, you're good. Okay, don't forget to tighten up that screw there, the T30. I had loosened that for the dipstick tube so I could maneuver it a little bit. Just don't forget to tighten that one up. Alright, that completes everything. I hope you guys liked the video. Hit the like button if you did. I tried to get the best views possible, but it's so tight down in there. It was very hard and difficult to film this, but I tried my very best. Hopefully it helps you out. Check out all my other Volkswagen videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.